Good evening, class. Okay, we are subtracting rational numbers today. So grab your notes. Let's get ready to go. First thing we're going to do, this is just like yesterday, guys. We're going to find that common denominator. I just realized I'm not on the pen. Denominator. Rename all your fractions using your Texas method. Right? No mixed numbers. We're going to subtract our numerators and keep the denominators the same. So we are going to take a look at this one. The least common denominators between 3 and 4, in case you don't know. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay, what do you guys see? I see 12. I need to multiply my 4 by 3 and my 3 by 4. This gives me 2 and 9/12 minus 8/12. Going to do a little bit of Texas method here. And we get 24 plus 9 is 33 over 12 minus 8/12. If I get this wrong, guys, just bear with me. It's late. And I get 33 minus 8 is, do some math, 13 minus 8 is 5. 25 twelfths, which is 2 and 1/12. Woo, woo. Okay, decimals. Rewrite the problems vertically. Line up all your decimals and fill in your placeholders. Subtract like place values. So 870 and 45 hundredths minus 96 and 38 hundredths. These already have the same number, so I don't even need any placeholders. I do need to do some math magic here, though, because we need to do some borrowing. 15 minus 8 is 7. 3 minus 3, bring down that. Borrow some here. 4, oh, we got to borrow again. That gives me a 7, and I get 774 and 7 hundredths. When subtracting, we're going to use the additive inverse. What the heck? To add the opposite. Then follow the rules for addition. You guys remember what an additive inverse is, right? You flip and change that sign. Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to rewrite the problem to add the opposite. That's the additive inverse. Then follow the rules for adding. So I rewrite these 4 and 5/10 plus a negative 6 and 3/10. Rewrite this. Negative 2 and 9/10 plus a negative 1 and 6/10. Negative 4 and 1/10. I'm going to rewrite these vertically. I don't know why I'm not. Plus a negative 6 and 8/10 because it makes it so much easier. Let me go back and erase these. I'll just fix it. Look at math magic going on everywhere. Plus negative 6 and 3/10. Negative 2 and 9/10 plus negative. Okay. 16 and 5/10 plus a negative 12 and 4/10. Negative 3 and 7/10 plus a negative 10 and 7/10. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these done. Now I'm going to subtract because they have different signs. Oh, I should have wrote this on top. It's okay, I can go backwards because I'm pretty magical like that. 13 minus 8, 5 is 8, and then 5 is 1. And so bigger sign is negative 1 and 8/10. These same signs, so I'm going to add them. And I carry my 1 and I get negative 4 and 5/10. These guys have the same sign, so I'm going to add them. And I get negative 10 and 9/10. These guys have different signs, but luckily this time they're in the right order, so I'm going to subtract. And I get positive, bigger sign, 4 and 1/10. And then these are the same sides, so I'm going to add, and I get negative 14 and 4/10. These 2 2 and 5/10. A negative times a negative is a positive, so I'm going to just add the additive inverse, and so I get 0, 9, 9 wholes. This 8.2 plus 1.9, it gives me 10.1. Negative 9.2 plus 7.4. These are opposite signs, right? Because this is positive. So I'm going to subtract 8, 1, and 8/10. Bigger sign is my negative. And then I have negative 11 and 8 plus positive 2.9, opposite signs. So I subtract 9, 10, 8. Negative, because negative 11 and 8/10 has the greater absolute value. Negative 4/7 plus a positive 3.6, opposite signs, so we're going to subtract, and the bigger absolute value is the negative. Ooh, ooh. Okay. These rules are the exact same rules we have been doing. Fractions. The process for fractions is the same. Oops. The process, sorry guys, for fractions is the same. It just requires more steps. So we're going to rewrite the problem to add the opposite and follow the rules. These have the same denominator, so we just have to rewrite them. So I have 3/5 plus a negative 4/5. Different signs. I subtract. 4 minus 3 is 1. The bigger sign is the negative, so negative 1/5. So rewrite using the opposite. They're the same sign, so I get negative 6/6 or negative 1. Okay, I need to do some Texas method right here. So I have negative 3/4 plus a negative 5/4. Same sign, so I need to add. Keep it over 4. Simplify, I get negative 2. Negative 3/10 plus a negative 9/10. And that gives me negative 12/10. That is negative 1 and 2/10, or negative 1 and 1/5. Simplify, divide by 2. Okay, that one is for you. Negative 2/3 plus a positive 1/3. Different signs, so we're going to subtract. 2 minus 1 is 1. Keep the sign of the larger, negative 1/3. 7/8 plus a positive 3/8. 7, same sign, so we're going to add. We get 10/8. That gives us 1 and 2/4, 2/8, which is 1 and 1/4. 5/12 minus turns into plus a 1/12. Same sign, we get 6/12, simplify, 1/2. Last one for you to try. Okay, unlike denominators, first thing we need to do is find a common denominator. Rewrite the problem and add the opposite. Guys, these are the same rules all day long, every day. Least common denominator between 3 and 6 is 6. So I have negative 1/6 plus a negative 4/6. Same sign, negative 5/6, because we're adding negative 1 and negative 4 gives me negative 5. Okay, same thing we're going to do. Least common denominator between 8 and 4 is 8. So I need to multiply my 4 by 2's. That gives me 5/8 plus a negative 6/8. This case, they're different signs, so I need to subtract. 6 minus 5 is 1/8. Bigger sign, negative. Okay. This, just little math magic, 5/3. Okay, and I need to make that into 12ths because that's my LCD. That gives me 20 12ths. I have 3 12ths plus a positive 20 twelfths gives me 23 twelfths, which is 1 and, 1 and 11 twelfths. Last one is for you. Summarize 2 to 3 sentences. Make it good, guys. Come on. You can do it. I will see you in class tomorrow.